Welcome everyone, man. So glad that you could join me out here today. We are live for G2K's weekly live chat. Hoping everything is fine. I'm just gonna test the connection and make sure that we are completely live. Just make sure because sometimes these things, they tend to have a mind of their own. But I'm hoping and trusting that we are live. But yeah, guys, today we have a special event, and yeah, we're live. We have a special event today on this chat, and we're gonna have Mr. Turbo John himself, Turbo John Racing, and we're gonna have Mr. Wes Clapp, owner of Knoxville Dragway in Knoxville, Tennessee. Well, Maynard, Tennessee, but mostly, uh, you know, badass track man. So we're gonna be bringing them on sooner than later. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching in there. You guys make sure to comment. And if there's any interesting comment that I might come across, we'll put it out there so that it could be seen. Even though that right now, as of right now, I'm not really seeing any comments. Though I'm seeing comments on YouTube, so I'll be trying to answer them on YouTube. If there's something coming in through Facebook for some odd reason, our comments ain't popping up here on the comment section. Very weird. Got a black screen, but you know how it is, guys. Sometimes we get all these bugs here, and and that's the way it happens. So let me put this right up here on the screen for you guys. This is Turbo John's Backwards Brawl, November 26th, 2022, and they have a $20,000 purse. It's gonna be a real badass event. We're I think exactly 10 days away, or maybe just a little over 10 days away from this event happening, man. It's going to be one that you will not want to miss. They have a small tire class, they have a hard tire class. I believe there's a front wheel drive class, there's a highway hero class, which is pretty cool. I think that there's a cruise involved with that class, but we'll know more about that once we get these gentlemen on the chat. So I'm going to take this time right now to, like I said, thank each and every one of you for being out here and just checking out G2K Racing today live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and hopefully, we'll be able to, as the show goes, able to see some of these comments as they pop up. So we're gonna go ahead and reach out to both Wes Clapp and Turbo John right now, and we'll see who hops on, and we'll take it from there, guys. Let me send out these invites. Hope you guys are having a fantastic, fantastic Wednesday evening, and everything is going good for you guys. So I'm gonna grab right now. I think we have Wes on the line, so we're gonna bring him on. Let's see here. Here we got, and let me just unmute. Wes, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and proud, brother.
All right. Well, let me bring you on here. Make sure that I got what we need. There we go. And we need one more, which is this right here. Boom. So here we got Wes Clapp here in the house, in the building with us, man. Wes, how you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, big dog. How you?
I'm doing good, man. Just excited to have you guys out here on this live chat, as we're getting ready to for Turbo John's backwards brawl. And I think, speaking of Turbo John, I think we have him here with us right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring John on the screen
Up?
as
What's
well.
up?
What up,
Bring
John? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yo,
what you done,
John,
buddy,
can you
Rose?
hear us? Are you hearing
Oh,
us?
hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Did it cross over to the
Yeah.
car?
No, I've got my little headphones.
Oh, I see. I see. You got the headphones on. It's a little glitchy in and out, man. But I could hear you. Can you hear him, Wes?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome, man. Can you hear us, John?
Got another. I I can hear you.
Sounds like you're having a storm over there.
Yeah, it's a smart car. It's a smart car problem.
Oh man,
Oh
we're
man.
pimping in the smart car, hey?
Yeah, there's definitely always something, man. But nonetheless, man, we're glad to have you here on board, man. And I'm I want to take this time, man, to just talk a little bit about this event, man. But even before that, I'm gonna give the mic over to Wes, man. Wes, I know you're the owner of Knoxville Dragway, man. Can you talk to a little of us about that whole experience and a little bit about the track itself?
Yeah, man, it's a course 8th mile track. We've
Okay.
got roughly I don't know 1,400 foot shutdowns, all concrete track when you're running trackside. But it's got a pretty wild shutdown. It's a lot of the guys like it. It's a challenge. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I got you guys. Hold on. For some reason
It's
it went another route, but yeah, I got you.
it's one of those unique tracks when you're running from the shutdown. So definitely a little bit of character. An older facility, an old dirt track built in the '60s, and was converted to a track strip in about 1983. That way ever since.
Wow. And
So
then when was it that you guys ended up purchasing the track?
we purchased it just before Christmas of last year. So we've got 1 year under our belt, and going to finalize the big no prep race, Turbo John's backward Brawl, and that'll be end of season number 1. We'll get ready for season number 2.
Wow. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think I have a video of the track. I mean, I'm gonna put up all that information right now of the track, and you guys can see it. I think John's mic is having some issue. He looks like in total darkness. I don't know if the area or just the service itself. But yeah, guys, here you could check out Knoxville Dragway. There's their address. There's a phone number. Wes, is that your phone number? Is that the office phone number that's on there? What are we looking at?
Yeah, that's the actual track thing. It'll take you to the voicemail. We usually, it's one of the. We're still a little bit old school. We do the recorded voicemail deal, so you can call and find out what's going on from week to week. We have been closed for the last few weeks, so it's probably not up to date, but we will get that updated hopefully in the next day or so and get ready for the Turbo John race. I know a lot of our locals and stuff like that's really excited about it and looking forward to it. So it's going to be a good time. As long
Are
as
you
Mother
guys
Nature cooperates.
are you guys open throughout the year? Specific days? Is there a test and tune day? Is there different moments?
We do test and tune on Friday, then we have events of some kind of Saturday. Once it turns off to colder weather, of course, this is our last scheduled event of the year.
Yeah.
Weather permitting, though, we'll start doing some test and tune all day test and tunes on Saturdays, and we might do some backward street meet nights or something like that, and just let some of the locals come and tear it up.
Awesome, man. That's awesome, man. So, this event in particular, how did you guys? Because I know that we were earlier there in the year when there was, the weather wasn't cooperating at that moment. How did you guys come about, joining forces and making this event come to life? First time around.
Well, actually, it's going to go back to a John. Don't mind me telling. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah,
I've got out of the.
John's looking a little better, man. He was
You
looking
care
in
if
the
I tell him
darkness.
how we met and how we come about?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, of course, everybody mostly remembers the $250,000 race that happened at Knoxville Dragway a couple years ago, and at that time I was helping a buddy of mine run that track at Crossville, and when that event came along, of course, being a racer, I was quick to jump in and buy a entry fee, and couldn't get my hot rod together. So anyway, I heard one of my friends is a Turbo John nut. He watches all of his videos. I say nut. I don't mean that in a bad way, John. You met Jake.
Oh yeah.
He worships Turbo John. Anyway, he called me. He said, "Man," he said, John was talking about that race, but talking about the entry fee. He wasn't didn't know if he was going to do it or not. And then here I had the entry fee. So anyway, I got a hold of John and said, "Hey, dude, come on, you can race in my spot. If we do any good, we'll." John did. He got him the money, and kind of how we met. And we decided to get together and do an event. So here we are.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really fun down there. I really appreciate that opportunity. That was a good time for sure.
Yeah, it's colder thick. I know that. Uh,
A little bit chilly. A little bit chilly.
hopefully it won't be this cold now. That cold next weekend. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer. But either way, we
Yeah,
can get it done.
absolutely.
Well, I think the weather's going to be real better. I mean, compared to what we encountered last time. And I remember being there with you guys, man, and how bummed out, the whole thing was that you guys were, you put all this effort in, and then all of a sudden, Mother Nature did not cooperate. I think I shared with the fans and the audience, how Wes went out there. He had the tires in the truck. He's trying to dry the track. I mean, you were giving it everything you had, man, to try to make something happen, and then it just would continue drizzling and so forth. So I know that had to have been something super aggravating, man, at that moment in time. But now this is happening. You guys, were able to get a date set. It's basically right after Thanksgiving, man. So it's like have your turkey, go out there and begin the grind. So I think it's gonna be something awesome, to end this like the season like you're talking about for the Dragway. I think it's gonna go out with a bang. We got Mac TV. They're chiming in. I don't know if it's Adam or Sean. They're chatting in. So that's awesome, man. That everybody. I mean, I know that they're gonna be out there. So there's a lot of heavy hitters going out there, and I know that John. He's got a bounty on him. Was that something, John, that you came up with? Wes came up with? Like, how did that come about? The whole bounty thing.
Yeah, that was my idea. That was a pretty poor decision, looking back. I mean, currently right now I'm covered in oil and I just primed the motor again. So I
Wow.
still
Yeah, guys. For some reason, this thing, I don't know if it had an overload or what happened. I think
and
you guys are still
test and
here.
race some.
Hold on,
Uh oh,
hold on.
what
You
happened?
guys, you guys are still with me here, right? Hold on. Let's go back. I
I
think
got you.
that John said something about blowing up, and then all of a sudden the whole live stream went crazy. He's talking about his car beating him up, and I think that it portrayed into the damn live because all of a sudden my thing just went boom. I said, "What happened here?" So.
That's the big brother watching. I probably shouldn't have said that, should I?
Man, I don't know, dude. I was gonna put up. Man, I'm not even gonna put it up no more. I was gonna put up, your latest videos because I've been watching them and I've been seeing how well I got an oil problem. I got this and this, and and I've seen it all pile up. That's what I was gonna put up. I think that the car didn't want it. It said, "That's it. Stop talking about it. Let it be." And you say you're gonna send it, man. So that's
Yeah, we're gonna send that. We're gonna send that puppy. I'm gonna get fire in the hole on it tomorrow night, and I did a little bit of testing tonight on my theory on oil drain back, and I should have that video. I'm gonna try to edit it tonight. It'll be up tomorrow, but it's a 5 ports 20W50, about 3 minutes to get from the lifter galley down to the oil pan,
wow.
and that pump is pumping way more than that. So we're going to have to, the motor's going to have to come out at some point. We're going to have to address, the drain back because we've got an issue. Maybe the restrictors are going to help, and some of the other things I'm going to do. Someone's going to help. If y'all see me pushing and doing a burnout and then shutting the car off, y'all just mind y'all's business.
Yeah, right.
we trying to keep the oil in the pan.
And then on top of that, you got a bounty, which I know that
Yeah, and we got
that's what we were talking about. So now you just put a target on your back, but
I
is
did,
the
and I am not accepting any call outs. Call outs are not accepted. Unless somebody wants to go a 50-50 split on, I get half of my bounty if I lose.
on a grudge race, basically a call out. Wow.
Yeah, no call. It's gonna be
Oh
fun though.
man.
It's gonna be a good time. Wes, have you got gate times and stuff? What are we doing on Friday?
I don't know if you can hear me, guys, or not. I'm kind of small. I
Yeah,
can
yeah, we
barely
can hear
move.
you.
Yeah.
But I don't see you moving, but I can hear you. There you go. I
Friday,
saw
if
some
y'all can
moving.
hear me, Friday we plan on opening gates 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock we'll be ready to rock and roll. We'll start Friday night. Saturday or backside of the states. So hopefully it'll be a good turnout Friday night. Saturday we'll open gates at 8 a.m. Meeting at 11 a.m. And
Yeah, I don't know what's happening to the audio, but yeah, definitely it mumbled a little bit. I told you, Wes, not to move. Wherever you were at, I told you just to stay put. I think you might have gotten up out the bed and done something, man. And now we're like screwed for real because I'm hearing you mumbling. I heard 5 p.m. Friday. Something's happening.
Yep, 5 p.m. Friday, and we're going to be testing. If anybody wants any testing, it's not going to be from the backside. It's going to be from the front side, from tree side, no prep. And if there's enough cars interested, if people want to do $100 buy-in, we can do a little jackpot race, cash day style, whatever. Got 10 people in, $1,000 race, or if y'all want to put in $200 buy-in, I mean, it's up to y'all. But the more important thing is if you just need to run the car, to get some data on it, and I'm planning on doing that. And then if it feels like it's running okay, put together a cash day. If anybody wants to do it, we can do it.
Yeah, well, that sounds awesome, man. So that's happening
Yeah.
Friday. And then what are we looking like? I mean, now I think Wes is black now. Let me try to get
Can you
him
hear me?
on. Yeah, I'm going to try to get you on the screen. Just see if I can get you back on. But now you're like John. You guys are in total darkness. I don't know, Wes. You're probably going to have to hop back in. You're probably going to have to come out and come back in. Come out and come back in. I'm going to try to see if I can send you a new link. Man, this thing, sometimes I mean, I gotta go back to StreamYard, man. I guess that's always gonna be the wave to make it happen. But I'm gonna send him a new one, see before he tries to get back in it. But so, and Saturday, what are we looking like Saturday?
Saturday, if anybody shows up Friday and they want to stay at the track, awesome. More than welcome to do that. Saturday, if they're coming in, we'll have people at the gate around 8 o'clock, probably maybe just a little bit before. And then those people coming in on Saturday will, have 3 hours before drivers meet. We're going to do drivers meeting at 11 o'clock, and our goal is to have first cars down the backside at lunchtime at 12 o'clock. Because remember, I mean, it's, no prep is no prep, but we also don't want to turn into little icebergs. So we're going to, try to get the majority of this stuff done during the day. So if we can be successful and get our first cars down the track at 12 o'clock, we'll have a lot of racing happening in daytime hours. And I think spectators will be happy, most of the racers will be happy. And then, of course, we'll go into the evening to finish everything out. But it's going to be exciting, man. I am stoked. Now, something that is exciting, and we were going to do water burnout only for the race in July, but then we started thinking, and we were like, well, Wes has always done water burnout, so let's make it a little more interesting. Let's do pour your own prep. So this will be a pour your own prep from the backside. So there's a lot of people that have some good data on the water, but now it's going to have a little bit of prep involved to make it a little bit better. So, I mean, they still may be at an advantage, but they're still, the people that race there on a regular basis, they ain't going to have as much of an advantage.
Wow. Did I hear right? You said 4 years old?
Do what?
You said 4 years old? The prep?
4 years old what?
The prep? No, not the prep, right?
No. They have not been, this is our first race back there that we're going to allow for your prep.
Oh, 4 year prep. I'm talking about. I thought you had a rule. You got to bring in a 4-year-old prep. Like it's not.
No, that's not Southern Draw. You used to this Southern redneck.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard 4-year prep. I said, where the hell they been storing it? Like wine somewhere? Where it better you're gonna test it, and it's got to be 4 years old in order for it to work. Holy smoke! Right. So it's gonna be the first, and it's gonna be the. Is this the first event for you, John, that you've put on, or you put on other events?
Yeah, we done one right before COVID, and it was at Fayetteville. It was pretty good. Then COVID hit, and I was not able to do them anymore. So this is my first one since that. So that was like in 2019. So that was a pretty good long time ago. But
Yeah.
man, we're excited, and we got something big we're working on in April. We haven't hashed out all the details yet, and that's going to be exciting. We were going to do April 1st. I think
Are you driving? Because now Wes, I thought Wes had a picture down there, but it is Wes. He's actually moving.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Well, yeah, just stay stiff. I thought you were a picture over there, dude.
I'm good.
I got Mac TV. They put a comment. It says he said, Wes, what are your thoughts on spraying and dragging the front side on Saturday if temps are cold to
Yeah,
help with
absolutely.
making sure the shutdown isn't a cold hockey puck?
Yeah, we absolutely had a problem doing. Uh,
Wow, so he's got good. Well, we can't hear the audio. We're gonna have to do sign language.
Yeah,
Man, I'll
he is
tell you guys,
absolutely
man.
going to do that.
Oh, so he's gonna do it. That's good. That's good. That's good.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you, man.
the front
Anytime
side.
anytime something good's gonna happen, stuff goes glitchy and sketchy, man. So I believe that good things are on our way. So go ahead, John.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the front side he is going to spray it and drag it and do whatever he needs to do so that when we jam on the brakes, we are not sliding all over the place.
yes.
So whatever he's got to do to make that surface safe is what he's going to do for sure.
All right, so that answers Mac TV's question, man. He says thank you, Wes. So yeah, that's awesome, and thank you, John, man. So guys, let's. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put on the screen. I'm gonna put on the screen right now. You might not be able to see it because, like I said, I don't even got my glasses. I can't even see it, but it's gonna be the rules for small tire real quick, and then we could go over those. I mean, they look pretty straightforward. You guys probably know this from the back of your mind, So talk to us about the small tire rule because I see something about exterior weights and stuff.
okay, that's the wrong rule set.
Oh man, well that
So
was
that was the rule set. Yeah, that was the rule set that we were going to use when we were um, when we were doing it.
The first time.
That's right. There you go. Look at that. Look at the rules under small tire right there. That is your rules. No all-wheel drive for your own prep, and as long as you're a door car, you're good.
that's it. Nice.
Yes.
So no weight
So here,
restriction, none of that.
Victor. Here's what happened. So when we first, when me and Wes first got together, this was at the end. Is at Crossville, and so we were like, we're going to do a race, and at that time, tons of people, tons of racers, tons of promoters. They were all pushing stock firewall, stock floor, rear weight not too extended. Some people were not saying, no rear weight at all as far as outside the body line. And so we were trying to kind of follow that suit. And so after we got rained out, that we had tons of people asking about, okay, well my firewall's moved back. I cut my floor out, and our answer was no. And then, but now all the promoters about mid-year, they stopped enforcing that. We started seeing some crazy stuff. Perfect example was Nate with the UFO truck. So he come up, and unfortunately we got rained out, but his truck was completely altered, but it had a factory firewall and it had a factory floor, and it met the rules, but the cab was slid back 18 inches or 24 inches, whatever it was. And so, and at that point, dig or die, everybody pretty much has just been like, just come on 28s and it's easy. And that's how we had Bill Lutz at, dig or die. And so we just followed suit with that. And that's what we wanted to do for this one. It was a reschedule. And I think we picked up a few more racers, and most of the racers don't care because that's what they have, and the ones that don't have it yet are probably going to be getting it soon, me included. I mean, the firewalls. I mean, that's just to have a competitive no prep car. I mean, you've got to do some tricky stuff, and I hate that that's the way it went as far as the whole no prep scene, but it is what it is. I mean, I was me and Mac and Adam and all those guys, Mac TV guys. Nicky Bobby, everybody, we had a good talk earlier in the year about where we thought it should go, and unfortunately, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I was hoping we would still factory firewall, factory floor to keep out, some of the purpose-built cars, but it is what it is. We're going to have fun. We're going to do the same, and we're outgunned right now. I am. I think in that scenario, that's the reason I'm spending all this time trying to get this aluminum block to go. Sorry, sidetrack. I got sidetracked.
Well, I mean, but that's the truth, man. That's the truth. So these were the rules before, and obviously, just a no prep world has evolved, and now you guys are adapting to what is common. you know,
That's right. That's
and all
exactly.
these other events, and then everybody's just gonna have to adjust accordingly. You know,
That's right.
to just, I mean, it's almost like as long as you're on a 28, you know, it's like a run with your brung type of thing. That, you know, but you got to be on 28s. But
That's it.
uh, chassis cars as well, or no? That's
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you are on, and that's another gray area when you say okay, no two chassis cars. So you have people they will build a two chassis car and then they weld a little bit of factory frame rail in it and say it's not a two chassis car. And so you know where is the line? The easiest thing to do is to say just come on 28s and let them hang. You know,
right.
come with your best game, and hopefully you can be the fastest.
Is
And
there?
you know, in the road and the track, the back of the track is the equalizer. You know, Jake Boswell and those cats. I mean, there's Adam and MAK guys. They're flying. Their whole group is flying. Sean, all those good guys. Um, Jake Boswell, Patches, and Jared Bradshaw. I mean, you know, Robert. There are the Chicken Hawk. There are a ton of hitters, and they make it work backside. And they've all got different combinations. They've all got different cars that they're able to make them work and make them work effectively. And because the road, the back of the track stuff is not. It doesn't come down to cubic dollars on motors. It doesn't come down to who's got the most horsepower. It comes down to, you know, who's going to be the best tuner for the day out there. And
Yeah,
that's what's drawn me to the no prep world. I mean, I've been sucking at it this year, but I mean, you know, I'm hoping that we're going to pay our dues and eventually I'm going to be able to win one of these big races. How epic would it be for me to win the Turbo John race? That would be freaking cool.
yeah, that'd be phenomenal, man. I think that
We'll try.
the satisfaction that comes with it, you know, it would blow my mind, man. I mean, I've seen it. Speaking of Sean and Jake, I mean, they were in the final at Dig or Die, and you know that could have gone either way. I mean, they were both fast cars. They were competing all night. I mean, you were there as well. And when I talked to Sean about it, he said that that was like a, you know, like a pinnacle in his life, like just to that whole feeling, the excitement. I mean, it's just, it's surreal, man. So yeah, man. I mean, you got a bounty over your head, so you got to win it. And now you got to come
I
up with
know,
the
right?
bounty.
That
You
was a
got to come
bad
up with the
idea, but
bounty too.
we gonna pay out regardless. And you know,
Yeah,
we're putting money on top of the purse with 32 cars, $500 entry fee. We're putting $4,000 with the purse, and so that's a $20,000 purse. And then every car that goes above 32 is $500 in the pot. So we could potentially have a $30,000 or $40,000 purse. Now we are paying back 4 spots. It's going to be real top heavy winner getting the big chunk of it. But we're going to pay second place and third place and fourth place. With the cost of fuel and the way everything is, you know, we're going to split it up a little bit. And you know, if they want the drivers that make it down to 4, if they want to split it a little deeper, and you know, that's up to them. But we are going to. It's not going to be a winner take all. I think and there's a lot of people. That's a lot of. I think that's the bulk of the people that want that now, is so
yeah,
that you've got an opportunity to at least get some gas money in your entry fee back, and you know that helps because not everybody's out here, you know, on a $1 million budget. There's a lot of people on shoestring budgets.
yeah, 100%, man. I mean, it's a whole nother world, and the way everything is. I mean, there's a lot of people hurting. And did you get any kind of feedback with that as far as when that was announced? You know, from the drivers, is there any lock-ins right now? Because obviously, the list that is there, I guess that since the rules are old, the list itself that was on that page is old as well. Is there any lock-ins, anything as we speak, or is it just, you know,
Yeah,
people are going to
no,
show up?
everybody's still locked in. Wes, how many refunds have you given? We've given a few refunds,
Two,
but it's
maybe.
not been.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I think we've done 2 or 3 refunds. People that absolutely couldn't come. Of course, we've had several that join. The Highway Hero, the front wheel drive, the hard tire, stuff like that. Most of that stuff is local, and I'm telling you that Highway Hero class, we usually have 15 to 20 cars for it sometimes. But most of those guys, they know they can show and race, so you don't necessarily have to lock in for those. I have had probably 6 or 7 people within the last 2 days say they plan on being here. I said, guys, send your lock in as well. You know, we'll be there. So it is what it is. I'm sure I think we're going to have more than what's on the list. Honestly, I think we're going to have several.
For
I think so too. I think from what it's sounding like, and the people that I'm talking to and hearing, I'm hearing from new people every day too that are wanting to come. I mean, I honestly think we're going to have 40 or 50 cars.
Yeah, I do too. I think we're going to be racing for a big payday. I really do.
I think so too. It's going to be awesome. And we tried to get BJ to be our race master again, and but it didn't work out for us with his schedule, and he had something already scheduled on next weekend. So we got Destry Turner, which Destry is flagged for you guys before, hadn't he, Wes?
Yeah, man, he done a good job. He done a event. We had that the no entry, no prep, and he done it for me, and done a good job, man. He really did. Stand up, dude.
awesome.
Yep.
Look forward to having you back.
So
That's
since
awesome.
so he Destry is going to be race master, so he is the one that is making all the final calls.
Yep.
So he looks at the top end, tire crack, any of that stuff. If there's any type of protest, it's all going to go to him. And we are doing $100 protest fee. So if anybody protests, a finish line call or a tire crack, then pay that, and then if you win it, you get it back. If you don't win it, then the other driver gets it.
Oh, that sounds fair enough. Because I mean that requires a lot of work too and a lot of involvement. Um, about the other classes, what could you guys tell me about the other class? I think you got a hard tire class. Is that still going, or we're
Yeah.
just doing small tire?
No, no, absolutely. Still got hard tire. I think it's 200 tread wear or greater. Then we got the front wheel drive class. And we have, believe it or not, man, we got a pretty good showing for local guys that come out for that. Of course, it's mostly imports, but pretty cool stuff. Give those guys a chance to race in a bigger atmosphere. And then I'm telling you, the Highway Hero class, that class is no joke. It is, it's straight up. We get those cars out on the highway, take them for about I don't know, 20, 30-mile cruise, bring them back. They cannot add fuel. They cannot pop the hoods. They cannot work on the cars. They go to the lanes. They race. So,
So if
you
they
know,
got a fuel cell, they better change that 5 gallon fuel cell to maybe a 30 gallon fuel cell like overnight because there's no.
whatever you need to do that class, you cannot add fuel until after first round. After
Yeah.
first round, you can do whatever you want, but we're going to line you up. You're going on the cruise. You come back, you go straight to the station. Right.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. So that's definitely gonna make it for them. You know, very interesting, man. Because like I said, to go that many miles and drive around, and then they can't fill up until when? The first round or after first round?
Till after first round.
So they got a race too. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many
And,
cars are? I mean, have you got any lock-ins for that class, or that's you
no,
know?
that's one that we really didn't enforce the lock in on because mostly it's local guys. I put the
Yeah.
rules out there so people can join us, but there will be several cars in that class. I promise you that.
So, just to go back one more time, I know that John, I believe, and then like I said, don't. I mean, we were having all the glitches and stuff like that, and my mind was all over the place. And maybe the audience listened, more than at that moment when I was all over the place. I know that on Saturday we were saying 11 a.m. right, and is that chip draw or is that when the gates like what time are the gates opening once again?
We're
What
gonna
time are we starting? And then how is the order going to be with the classes?
Okay, the Friday night gates will open at 5 o'clock. We'll start testing at 6. Of course, we're having the trackside cash days, but we'll try and get the cash days started. Try and get everybody geared up for it by around 7. Get after it. It'd probably be cool, but that's part of it. Trackside, no prep. Then Saturday gates will open at 8 a.m. Drivers meeting at 11 a.m. And when we do the drivers meeting, of course, we'll go over all the rules and everything, and then we'll also do the first round chip draw. At that time, we will get the Highway Hero cars lined up. As soon as they're drawn and everything like that, we'll get them lined up, get them out on the highway. Uh, 15, well, probably 20, 30-minute cruise. They come back. Uh, we will let them run first, and then small tire will follow shortly after them.
Okay, and then you got I know front wheel drive, and you got hard tire class. Is that coming right after small tire first round or?
Yeah, I haven't decided on exactly which one that, but we'll do the Highway Hero, then the small tire, then the front wheel drive and the hard tire, and flip flop order. Not sure exactly on that, and then we'll be prepared to we're going to do something different. I've got to talk to John with this, but I'm going to have enough people there to probably, as soon as one class is done, we're going to give them like 5 minutes, and we're going to start the chip draw for that class approximately 5 minutes after it's done, and just keep them going instead of stopping, shutting the whole event down, and calling everybody and having to draw all 3 or 4 classes at one time. As soon as that class is done, 5 minutes, you come draw. That way we can keep other classes going and just keep the event turning.
Is there a curfew at Knoxville Dragway?
No, we've raced before when the sun's coming up.
So we should see a winner. Is if you know, obviously with everything else playing, you know, and factoring in, I mean, we should see a winner. Sometime. I mean, whenever that is, it could be sunrise, like it could be sunset.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that late. I think that's getting started early and right off the trailer. I mean, I hope to set the first set of small tire cars down shortly after. Like I said, the pro guys, their cars come right off the cruise, right on the racetrack. They race, so we got to get them done. After that, I hope to be first round of small tire cars down 12:30, something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, 5 minutes after they're down, they'll know where to go, draw chips, pair them up, and start it all back over.
Another question, a little with topic, but a little off topic. Food. Is there going to be food trucks? Is there a concession stand? Like, what are we having as far as food and, you know, refreshments?
Yeah, we will have a food truck there. It's going to be the Outlaw Society Trackside Cafe. Of course, you know, we have a race series called the Outlaw Society, and part of that group, we have our own food truck. That food truck will be down on the far end of the track, and we'll be serving some of the greats. I don't know any of you seen our society menu, but we have pulled pork quesadillas, lots of pork stuff, good French fries, fries, nitrous fries, turbo fries, kinds of stuff. You have to come check it out.
Well, I haven't eaten yet, man. So don't be talking about all those fries and stuff right now.
I'm getting hungry.
Damn, man. Now you got me thinking. But it's a good thing that, you know, to always ask. Because sometimes, like I said, you know, like there's different events, you know, different concession stands, different, you know, rules, different stuff. So there'll be a food truck. Outlaw Society will be there, you know. And I mean, guys, you know, so the food will be covered if anybody is hungry. If not, you guys could go. You will go see John wherever John's at. See if he's cooking up a storm somewhere. So let's show the audience right here. I got a little clip from one of your viewers. They had they went to, I guess, you know, to your track, and they filmed it. It's front side, obviously, and there's going to be testing on front side on Friday night. So we'll see what this looks like real quick for the audience.
Do dirty double bulb.
So yeah, that's the front side. We'll be racing all the way from the back, coming forward the front. So we're going away from the view, that beautiful view, man. That's a view, man. That mountain views back there, that looks gorgeous. It very nostalgic feeling, man. I think that Mac TV was saying the same.
Yeah, man. It's nestled right in between the ridges there, man. It's I don't know. It's everybody's in for a treat. Everybody that's been here seems to like it. So it's a pretty cool little track. It really is. It's nostalgic. It's not the latest and greatest state of the art facility, but it is a pretty cool place. It really is.
Yeah, that's definitely super awesome, man. If you guys haven't checked out Turbo John Racing, check out Turbo John. That's his YouTube. He's on Facebook as well. I believe I have his is that the email? That's the website. If you guys want to check out any merchandise from Turbo John Racing, go check out his website. Let me see. And I think for those of you who don't know Turbo John, I got a little small clip. I don't want to give him too much. I just got a little small clip, a couple of your videos, little 10-second. Let me see what I came up with here, man, just so people see your car, John.
All right.
You got that little music now going, man. Completely different from before. That's the... And that's all I'm going to give him, man. I ain't going to give him any more. I'm going to let you give him the rest. I don't want I don't want to expose the secret sauce. No, go into transmission, interior, and all that good stuff. But definitely, man, it's man, you guys are awesome, man, and I'm so excited to be a part of it, to go out there and live stream the event. How's the service out there, Wes? If you don't mind me asking, that's a biggie. Like, who's king out there as far as like cell phone service?
Oh, cell phone service. I probably have to go with U.S. Sailor on there. It's the only one I can find that worked. Some
Really?
that I know I had Verizon before when we bought the track. I had to make the switch to Sailor. Verizon wouldn't work too well. Somebody told me that there's another one that works pretty good. Is it T-Mobile?
Well, I got both, man. I got one set up for Verizon, one set up for T-Mobile, and usually one of the two is always pretty decent. I mean, I have AT&T as well, so I mean, I we don't know. I mean, I'm going down there regardless. If the stream goes one way, I'm still gonna get as much content as I can from you guys. And I think the biggest thing is, man, is to be able to be surrounded by good people, have a good time. And I believe, man, that this event's gonna be fantastic, man. I mean, I believe it's gonna be a staple every year, man. You know, you guys having this event, whether it be one in the spring and one in the winter. But I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. Anything else you guys might want to add, man, that might be relevant to the event right now, man? Just chime in. I'm trying to read through some of the messages and comments to see if I see anybody else asking anything in particular. I know one gentleman was asking about John, something about your travel, some spacer. He was asking some sort of question like that as to, a part number, man. I said, well, I don't know if John's gonna disclose that, but he was talking, I think, something with your front shocks.
Call Thomas Racing Service,
There you
TRS.
go.
Jeff
There you
Thomas, hit him up on Facebook.
there you go, man. TRS. Call Jeff Thomas, man. Jeff Thomas is
Yeah,
he hosts the War in the Woods too, man. A super cool dude, man.
that's right.
We've had him on
Yep.
our live streams before, man. So there you go. For the gentleman who chimed that in, go check out Jeff Thomas, man. He's on Facebook. He's everywhere, man. He's got a Trey
And,
Styles. It's a badass
and this is
Mustang.
this this is something else we want to push to all the racers. When you're coming, if you've got t-shirts and you want to sell your merchandise out of your trailers, it's a perfect time for people to buy and support you, and buy some t-shirts for their family members for Christmas gifts. It's Black Friday shopping on Saturday. So make sure all you racers, MAK guys, Jake Boswell, I mean Patches, anybody that's got t-shirts and they want to sell them, bring them so that people can buy your merchandise.
That's right. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh,
That,
yeah, that's
that,
right. Christmas
that,
gifts.
And I'm sure my
that,
wife has several. I'm sure if there's shirts available, I'm sure she'll definitely. Uh,
Right.
looking forward to it, guys. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, everybody drive careful, safe travels. My game plan is to go have Thanksgiving turkey with my family, my parents, and then once we cut out from there, start heading toward Knoxville. Show up sometime Friday morning.
Looking forward
awesome.
to it. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Well, guys, man, that's all I got, man. I appreciate you guys taking the time. I know you guys have busy schedules, man. I know, John, you're working, day and night on that car, man, to get it, to where it's at. And it's been a struggle. It's been a journey, man, but you could only get faster with it, man. And Wes, I just
That's
thank
right.
you, man, for,
Stop.
giving this venue the opportunity to, to see what you got over there, man. And, like, I'm blessed to have you guys here on the show, man. I'm really appreciative, man. The whole G2K family. Thanks, you guys, man, for being on here. So, without further ado, man, I just congratulate you guys and can't wait to see you guys in Tennessee and enjoy that Tennessee weather and that lovely racing, man. So, I appreciate you guys for coming on, man. I thank you very much, man.
Thank you for having us, dog. Appreciate it.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man. You guys
Appreciate
have
it.
a
We'll see y'all next week.
you
That's
guys
right.
have a good night, and mostly I'm thinking that potentially the following week maybe we could have a breakdown. Not the following week, this week coming up, but after the event, maybe we could set a date to see the winners. Maybe it's John and we're here talking to you, man. We don't have to go very far, but probably bring on the winners and just have a little recap of what the event felt like and the whole experience with it, man. So look forward to seeing you
Absolutely.
guys, man.
Same here, dog.
Yes, sir.
Y'all take
See
care,
you next
man.
week.
Have a blessed one.
Later.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving.
See you
Y'all too. Bye bye.
later.
All right, guys. So there you had it, man. How cool was that? To have Wes Clapp and Turbo John from Turbo John's Backwards Brawl here on the show with us today, man. I'm beyond blessed. G2K Army, G2K family, man. I mean, it's amazing. Just everything that's going on with the channel, everything that's going on around, man. And we're just so grateful to be able to have, like I said, Turbo John and Wes Clapp, for them to take off their busy agenda, man, and to come here and be able to chat with us and provide this content for you guys, man. Turbo John Backwards Brawl, man. It's going to be a good one. There's a $20,000 guaranteed purse, and they're believing that there's going to be way more cars. I'm believing that there's going to be way more cars and that the purse is going to continue to increase. I mean, they got, uh, you know, 4 paybacks of spots. So those top 4 spots are going to get something, which that's amazing on its own. Turbo John has a bounty on his head. I believe it's for $500. So that's going to be another thing to see, man. Hopefully, the service is great. We're gonna go by there, and out there by faith to just have a good time. If we can't live stream just because of the service, then I'm gonna try to provide as much content as I can from the event. But hopefully that is not the case, and we'll be able to go live and just have a good time out there, man. So, guys, once again, man, I appreciate you taking this beautiful Wednesday night to come out here and join us at G2K Racing Channel. And I'm grateful for everybody that's out here and joined us. For some reason, the comments weren't working. I don't know if it's something that has to do with the live stream, but now all the comments are working. So I appreciate you, Paul. Mac TV, you already know, man. Backtrack, Peyton, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Everybody, Team Meatball, man. Y'all go check all those guys out, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, man, who hopped on here tonight and are making this possible, man. You guys are the ones who the fuel behind this channel. Like I've always said, I'm just a cameraman, just providing the content, and that's all I could do, man. Death Returner, man, I look forward to seeing you, man, and meeting you for the first time. Like I said, I've heard a lot about you, man. I think that it's going to be an awesome event. Cliff, man, thank you for being out here and checking us out. So it's amazing how all these things are popping up, and they were probably popping up all day, but for some reason this chat was not showing right, man. So, but I mean, I think we got the most we could. We did the best we could, and all that is left right now, man, is for us to go and enjoy Turbo John's Backwards Brawl. Let me put that on one more time here for you guys, so you guys can see that event right here for you. Turbo John's Backwards Brawl, small tire. The only rule is no all-wheel drive, and you got to have a 28-10-5, no W. Everything else goes. It's all fair game. $20,000 purse, guaranteed. They're going to have a front-wheel drive, a hard tire class, highway hero. It's going to be a awesome event, man. If you guys are in the Knoxville area, Tennessee area, South Carolina area, this is one that you don't want to miss. And even if you don't have a car and you could make it out there, please do so. I think it'd be awesome, man. We're going to have some stickers with us. We're going to be handing them out and just that's what we got. We got some shirts too, but we're gonna be handing out some stickers. You guys, if you guys see me anywhere there, just come up to me. I should have a pocket full of them. They're guaranteed 50 horsepower, proven 50 horsepower if you put one on your car. So, man, I can't thank you guys enough, man, for a night like tonight and just everything you guys are doing. It's gonna be an awesome event, November 26th. So you guys are gonna get. I'm probably gonna go. We arrived there Friday, so Friday night I'm gonna go live from the track. I'm gonna try to get as much front side testing as possible, grudge racing, whatever they got going on until the lights go off. You know how we do it here in G2K, bringing you the exclusive content. We got a bunch of drivers that we want to interview that we haven't got a chance to. We're gonna be doing that too. And then come Saturday, man, if that service is great, we're going to go live again and we're going to make it happen, man, and film the entire event like we always do. We've been at 14 hours at Warren Woods. We've been 10 hours at Battle at the Beach. I mean, we've been proven, and you guys are great, man. The live chat is great. Everybody's pumping, jumping, just having a good time. But if you guys are in the area, man, I really appreciate if you guys were to show up and make it happen, man. I mean, we're going to be in Tennessee. Here's the address of the event again. For those of you who don't know, there it is, Knoxville Dragway in Maynardville, Tennessee. It's a beautiful, nostalgic place, just like Mac TV was saying. It's awesome. It's weather's gonna be great. Nice little sweater weather. So we're gonna have a good time out there, man. It's Turbo John's Backwards Brawl coming to you live November 26th, 2022, man. So you guys put that on your calendar. You do not want to miss this. We have very heavy hitters out there, and they're gunning for it. They're gonna give it all they got, and it's gonna be an amazing event. So guys, that's what we have for you guys tonight. I wish I had more, but that's all she wrote. I pray that you guys have a blessed night. Everybody who watched, you know who you are. Always remember, love God,